Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is the PAPAJO show where Papa Joe knows. I am your host, Papa Joe, and I really do appreciate you all being here today. Hang on just a second here. I have maybe a family emergency. Stand by. Dip-a-dip-a-dip-a-dip. Second. Sorry. I know I'm starting a second late here. Let's see let's see here. Hang on. I am so sorry. Give me just a second. Family first, right? This is kind of important stuff. It's why we do what we do, right? Hang on. Okay. Handled. I have an amazing wife. She's awesome. Took care of it. No worries. All right. So where were we? Oh, yeah. Welcome to the show today, everyone. I do apologize. I do these live. I don't edit them. And sometimes things happen. It is what it is. Family first. It is how we do things. That's why I'm in crypto, really, because I want to take care of family. There's a lot of things going on right now in my family life that really reminds me every day that family is indeed first. You don't turn your back on your family. You take care of your family. When stuff happens, you just take care of them. You just do the right thing, even if it hurts to do it, even if it's hard to do it, even if it's, well, frustrating to do it. But you need to do. You take care of it. And I'm not talking about my wife and kids, by the way, just family in general. It is how you do. It is how you take care of those you love is what matters. And anyway, family is important to me. It is very important to me, and I know it is for a lot of you all. So that's why whenever something happens, I have to take care of it. So anyhow, thanks for joining the show today. If you are new, if you are watching for the first time, do me a favor. If you get to the end of the show and you really do like it, smash the likes. Those of you who are my regulars, you know the deal. And then if you would not mind, help me grow the channel out. Subscribe, tick the bell. It does help the algorithms and other folks find this type of information. Having been in this space as long as I have been, having my technical background, going through and doing the things that we do here on the show, I absolutely enjoy talking to all of you. So it's fun. So towards the end of the show, you'll have a wonderful, there's a live chat going. You'll have fun in there. Kind, courteous, etc., all that fun stuff. And then at the end of the show, we'll do a Q&A. Throw any questions you may have in there, and I'll try to address them as towards the end of the show. And then also, for those of you who are new, I do a Patreon show every day. That is where I get to take the gloves off and dig into things that would get this channel banned. So that's why I actually do that as well. So that's realistically our First Amendment is under attack. I don't want to have that behind the paywall. I'd like to just come out and talk about it. But that I haven't figured out a way to actually do that and successfully live stream. I've tried all kinds of things, but I can't live stream those things. So those of you who are part of that, thank you. It means a lot to me. And then the last thing I'll say here, if you want to help the channel out, check out Crypto Confidential. That link is scrolling on the screen, and it is linked in the description of the video. There are folks in that group who are actually teaching and training people how to live a crypto life, how to safely secure your cryptos, how to move them off the exchanges, things like that. It is worth the investment. There is a community there. There are some very smart people in there. I'm in it as well, part of it, whatever you want to call it. I jump in the chats every once in a while in the forums. I haven't written anything yet for the publication piece, but I'm toying with some ideas around what to do with that. So I would greatly appreciate that if you guys do join that. Grab that link. If anyone you know is looking for that stuff, send them that link as well. It does help the channel. Anyhow, enough of all that fun stuff. So let's jump into what's going on today. As I titled this whole show, and I'm going to look at a bunch of different things, but I'm getting sick and freaking tired of when the Dow goes down, when the NASDAQ goes down, when all the stocks and whatnot go down, Bitcoin goes down. Why do they daggum correlate together? A lot of people ask that question. People are like, well, it's just tied together. I get people now giving me a hard time about it. I do. And it's interesting. I mean, the Bulls are trying to take control back right now. We'll see if they're successful. Trying to push it back up. I don't know. We'll see. The other day when we were I was literally just the past couple hours just from 30,000 just jumping down. It's like, come on. Well, the Dow dropped. No one knows why. Mortgage applications tumbled for the first time in 3 weeks despite rates declining. Rates didn't decline. Rates are up. 30-year mortgage rate is up. It's not down. So I don't understand. This is a little tidbit thing here. This is what they throw out there. This is why. It is hilarious to me. Although that makes sense though, that mortgage applications, no one's gonna buy a house at 5.5% when they've been able to get it for so cheap for so long. And then have the house prices where the home should be a $350,000 home should be $350,000, not $700,000. That is, I looked at this stuff yesterday in the Patreon. And if you are interested in knowing some of those things, I dug into the numbers, gave you percentages, figured out where the hot spots were, things like that. So just be mindful of some of the country. A lot of the country is normal, fine, whatever, but there are some big, major hot spots. I don't know why. I have no idea why. It is what it is. But it's also going to cause a problem for the economic sectors as a whole. But yeah, they're tied to daggum together. Every time the Dow's down, I mean, those charts look pretty similar. NASDAQ, Bitcoin look really similar. And, okay, why? It's manipulation. If you haven't noticed that at 9:30 sharp Eastern, when the trading opens, Bitcoin starts going nuts. And it doesn't throughout the night, whatever. It is the same traditional style of investors who are out there trying their hardest to play the crypto side at the same time they play the traditional side. In my mind, they're trying to figure out how to get Bitcoin's price lower than the Dow as an example, so that they can start siphoning off money into crypto at a profit, at a lower point than they're holding it now. So if you think about a day trader, someone who's trading like the indexes, for just as an example, if the Dow is at 31,800 right now and Bitcoin's at $29,000, they'll make a $2,000 profit moving it into Bitcoin. But that's what they're doing. It's accumulating that Bitcoin. That's what they're doing. I'm telling you, this is what's happening. The money is going to leave the market. It's going to happen slowly, but it is going to eventually happen. The cryptocurrency is the exit strategy. Okay? People are going to say they're going to go into cash. They're going to hold dollars. Yeah, well, the dollar's not worth anything. When they printed 80%, some people are saying it's getting definitely more than that now because they're still printing. They're still printing the money. They didn't stop. Although they're saying that they're going to tighten the rates, we'll cover here in a second as well. That's going to not do anything because the amount of money they printed, it is insane. By the way, I'm drinking hot coffee here. What are you all drinking today? I think this one is it's from Rwanda. I think it is. Anyhow, it's very, very good. Drop in the chat. Let me know what you're enjoying this afternoon. My amazing wife made that for me. I have had a really crazy morning, and she took some time and brought that down a minute ago just to say hi and everything. I might work at home and all that fun stuff, but we'll call it down in the dungeon, the studio, whatever you want to call it. And I'm just trying to plug away, work hard, etc., trying to make sure that take care of the family, you know what I mean? So that's going to be very, very, very maybe something I'll focus on in the Patreon this afternoon. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. So, Bitcoin dropped. $3 billion in Bitcoin was sold in the last-ditch attempt to save UST. Stablecoin from collapse. So, let's go down here. UST is at 10 cents. It was pegged at $1. And Duquan, the creator of Luna. Oh, wait. Luna's not listed on Binance anymore. Is it listed anywhere anymore? Let's see. This is the fun thing about doing these shows live. I get to come in here and check stuff out. So that looks like it's only in, let's see, Luna and Tether. Let's see, is Luna even? Wow. Holy cow! I haven't looked at this in a few days. Let's go back down to the hour. Holy cow! It dropped like a rock. Guys and gals, if you're holding Luna, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That is pretty bad. I have people asking me right now if they should buy Luna just in case, like a lottery ticket, and I'm like, did you see what happened? No, you don't touch that. But they're trying to save UST. I don't know why, but they are. Go figure. It's a stable coin. Who knows, right? But they sold $3 billion in the past couple weeks to try to save that. And I highly, highly, highly think that is why Bitcoin's price is down. I hate it, but it's a free market, okay? This is what happens with free markets. If you have a lot of Bitcoin, 80,000 Bitcoin, I don't know, you start dropping it on the market and the prices go down and people go, oh, I'm going to drop too. So it causes this collective FOMO event. And if they still have any, they're still going to try and save their Luna. There's other stuff going on with Luna that just stupid. The guys are just no. Luna Foundation Guard said it spent almost all of the Bitcoin in its reserves last week in a futile attempt to save Terra USD or UST. Terra USD or UST is short. Has fallen well below the intended $1 peg. By Monday, it was trading at 9 cents. Yeah, well, it is Tuesday and it is sitting at 10 cents. That's pretty sad. Pretty sad. The Terra creator Duquan has promised to use the Bitcoin in the event of a dramatic fall in the value of USD, and he did. For what it's worth, he did what he said he was going to do. It's not decentralized. It's not. Okay. When it comes to blockchain technology, you have to look at how the infrastructure is stood up. A lot of people don't get this. Blockchain technology is great. It works. I could stand up a blockchain inside of a single cluster, inside of a data center in a cloud environment. I could. And the thing is that when that happens, it's centralized inside of that single data center on that single cluster. A cluster is multiple servers. You need multiple servers to actually run a blockchain. But in order for it to become decentralized, you need nodes. We'll call that primary or mama. You'll need nodes to call back to mama. Those will have to be stood up globally, everywhere. Now, this is in a proof of stake environment. You would want staking nodes, as many as you possibly could, because the more you have, the more stable or secure your network is. Some platforms like Polygon, it's a soft limit of 100. 100 is a pretty good number. That's there is a lot of infrastructure that has to be taken care of whenever the bigger it grows, right? And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you stand this up and you have, we'll say, complete control over the GitHub, not necessarily complete control, but if it's open sourced, it should be visible for anyone and everyone to see, right? And anyone and everyone can go in and help build things and fix things. Excuse me. That's why Elon Musk is talking about open sourcing Twitter's software, so that the world can see, the bots can see who's following. For me, I actually wonder if some of the different things on Twitter for me are bots following, just so they could take it down, so they could take things I say down, post down. I wouldn't be surprised with YouTube. I wouldn't be surprised with anything for any of the for anyone who's in social media. I'll bet you have some sort of percentage of bots in your following that are designed to create a negativity in your following, so that the algorithms that don't like certain things being said know exactly what they are and how to curtail your audience. Anyhow, I'm sure that is there. Anyhow, it is very, very funny to me Luna Foundation Guard, a fund set up by Terra or creator Duquan, said Monday it spent almost all the Bitcoin in its reserve last week in a futile attempt to do all that. We already read that. Sorry. The foundation had accumulated a total of 80,000 Bitcoins, which is nearly $3 billion last week. So they dumped $3 billion in. As Luna was buying Bitcoin, the price was rising because they're buying the crypto. Okay. They're trying now to fork it and airdrop. I don't know. I haven't followed this as much as I probably should have because, quite honestly, I didn't touch it. I didn't touch it because I had a gut check about just don't touch it. And a lot of the time, whenever I go look at these things, I look at what's going on. I see if the teams are doxxed, etc. And I look through and I try to figure out if it's a good project or not. I have different criteria that I go through, right? I'm not going to give that out here because it's not normal. We'll put it that way. And then I finally just do. I got to check on it. Anyhow, here's a very big reason why crypto is falling. Everyone's like, well, they can't move the main market that much. Well, the thing is that they're not individually moving the market that much. When you have let's go to the day here. When you have I guess it'll be somewhere here, somewhere in this ballpark. When you have pressure down like this, and then you dump $3 billion in there somewhere, guess what happens? It tanks. Because everybody else is sitting there going, oh crap, now what? Now what? What do we do? Okay, that's just, and then they just drop it, and then they're going to see where it goes, and then they're going to buy back in, etc., etc., etc. It's a vicious cycle. Okay, so I said something last week before on my show. I don't remember exactly when. That, and I don't remember if it's the Patreon or not, but it doesn't matter. It needs to be on the show regardless. And I said, mark my words, that because of the UST stablecoin fiasco, because of this, there would be regulatory bodies who would start to discuss regulating stablecoins, regulating crypto, but specifically stablecoins. In light of UST and Luna crash, G7 countries to discuss crypto regulations. I think I actually did this on Patreon. Go back. If you're part of the Patreon, go back and watch it if you want to. If you're not part of the Patreon, I did an entire show explaining what happened. And it wasn't just Luna. There was other parties involved. And I really, 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 really think this is the whole gut check thing. This is just my personal opinion. Take it with a grain of salt. Do your own research, etc., please. But I actually really do think that was a coordinated event, that it was designed to go and create this perfect catastrophic event for the G7 members or whoever else, the SEC, whatever, to come out and say, you see, perfect example, why we need to regulate stablecoins. And then they're going to get rid of all the stablecoins. To force you to go into the US dollar so they can tax you. Because it's technically not a taxable event to buy crypto, to move it into a wallet. And if you're buying USDT or some sort of stablecoin, you can then use that to obtain cryptos. And then it's supposed to be a taxable event at that point, but who knows? This is not tax advice. This is not legal advice. This is not financial advice. This is educational, and hopefully it's entertaining too. So, the governor of the Bank of France reportedly said that Terra's fiasco and the recent crash of the crypto market could serve as a wake-up call, quotes, for implementing rules in the sector. As such, discussing such measures could be one of the main topics during this week's meeting of the Group of Seven. In recent events, Terra's ecosystem had caught the eye of G7 members. According to Reuters, the world's leading economies, Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, and the UK, and the US and the EU. Might consider imposing a regulatory framework on the crypto industry during their meeting May 18th, so today through the 20th, in Germany. The head of the French Central Bank, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name, sorry, dude, said these events are a wake-up call for the industry and that setting rules is a must now. I called it. I don't, I'm not tooting my horn or anything like this, but this is what they're doing. That's why Luna went down. It drove up. They set all this stuff up. It was literally a setup so they could have something, some smoking gun, to say, this is why we have to do all this regulatory stuff. Okay? We want to protect you, the people. Create the problem, provide the solution. Crazy, huh? Sometimes I wonder if I need something stronger in my coffee. Maybe I'll be a little more not get so frustrated with stuff like this. I tell you what, man, this is just not okay. Okay, this is just. Do you guys understand? This is how this stuff works. The thing is, here's the thing. Here's the cool part. Real cryptocurrencies don't care because of blockchains. If the blockchain is actually appropriately configured, I mean, from an infrastructure standpoint, Divi's infrastructure is sound, Matic's infrastructure is sound, Ethereum's infrastructure is sound, Bitcoin's infrastructure is sound, Litecoin's infrastructure is sound. The reason I say that is because I am an infrastructure engineer. That is what I have done for the better part of my career in IT. And I could look at the infrastructure and see how from a top down, from a bottom up, from a side to side view, whatever you want to call it, from an omni view, if the infrastructure is appropriately configured, it's not really going to fail. As long as the people behind it know what they're doing, as long as they actually have a real world solution. Terra didn't really have one, except that they wanted to be a stable coin or have some sort of stable coin associated to it. Real world application. Even Dagum Axie Infinity. You know what's really cool about Axie? Just a little side tangent here. They got hacked. And then they made everybody whole. They fixed the problems and they continued on. That's a big deal. That shows that they're not only have the real world solve, not really a solve, it's a game, right? It's fun. You make money playing a game. Cool. Who'd have thunk, right? I guess when you got the Gen Zs and all the millennials, the later millennials, looking into playing games to make money, that's pretty cool. Anyway, if you have an infrastructure that's appropriately set up, then it's fine. Terra did not. Terra's got a little too much control, if you ask me. Just saying, they really, really do. And I wonder, someone somewhere, I did cover it in my Patreon. Go back and watch it. If you joined just to go watch that, great, thanks. But it is I can't put that stuff out here. I just can't put that stuff out here. I want to talk about it so bad right now. There is a reason why this happened, and I did find it and figure it out. And everyone's like, that didn't happen. I'm like, this was the byproduct of it. So yeah, I kind of wonder if it did. They can deny it all they want, but the blockchain doesn't lie. That's the other cool part about this. Blockchains don't lie. You can trace the transactions from wallet to wallet. And you can figure out who's holding what, where the money went, blah, 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 blah. Bitcoin's not private, people. It is transparent. Just be mindful of that, okay? Just remember that. So this is why, by the way, the price is down. They dumped $3 billion on it, causing another FOMO event or FUD event, whatever. I don't know what you call it there. And then the G7 is now going to discuss crypto regulations. Problem? solution. Wow. And I'm going to be late for a meeting here in a second. Oh, the joys. Wednesdays are real crazy for many people. So anyhow, maybe I'll look at that other stuff later this afternoon. I probably will. All right. If there's any questions, anyone throw any questions in the chat here for me? I'm going to take a look and say hey to everyone real fast, and then I got to jump into a meeting. So it just started. Anyhow. All right. We got Tom. What's up, brother? It's good to see you, man. How are you? Appreciate you being here. Bitcoin Management Gym. What is going on? Thanks for jumping in today. And we see who else we got in the chat. Who else we got in here? Jonathan Carpenter. What is up, brother? I need to talk to you, man. Text me, and we will. I'll get with you on what you needed earlier. Divvy Daddy, what's up, brother? Yes, family first. I need to make sure to take care of my family. It is very important to me. Life is not the same without them. I'll put it that way. And friends like yourself, friends like you, Tom, all you guys are, those of you I've met in the chat here. Friends are the family you choose. You know that? Really, really cool stuff. Clint, what's up, brother? It's good to see you, man. Thanks for jumping in, as always. Sai, what's going on? Thanks for jumping in, dude. It's good to see you. Daddy-O, what's up, brother? It's good to see you today. Thanks, as always, for being here. Johnny Mattis, what's going on? Desert greetings. I love it out there, man. It is a fantastic, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Divvy all the way. What's going on? Appreciate you being here. Oh yeah, we're Divvy Daddy. Yep, they're gonna turn it into Terra Classic. Yeah, Bitcoin Country. What's up? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Really do appreciate it. Daddy-O, yes, people should run away from UST like a hand grenade dropped in hates. Pretty much. Oh, fun stuff. What's going on, Eva? How are you? Appreciate you being here. It sounds like gun control, loonies. Yeah. Create the problem. Push the solution. Destroy everyone's lives. That's how it works, right? That's how it works. Anyways, we got, Trinity Man's here as well. What's up, brother? Appreciate you being here. And with that, I got to go. Y'all have a wonderful and blessed day. I'll see you all at 4:30 for the Patreon. If you haven't joined, you really should join. It's only $5 a month. It's not a lot. I wanted to just be able to have it so that people can come in, as many people can come in and get the information there. So if you want to support the channel, or if you want that information, jump in, check it out. Thanks anyways. Y'all have a wonderful and blessed day. I will see you all this afternoon. Take it easy.